Right, I'm going to a hen do today, and a lot of people have been asking me, hang on, I'm gonna have to leave this. A lot of people have been asking me to do like a tutorial on how I do my makeup. So I thought I'd film it. So I just got my scruffs on, done my hair, just put it up because I can't be bothered with sorting my hair out today and having to go out and take a brush and stuff like that. So I've just pinned it all out the way. Put some, looks like I spent ages on it, but let's see, 60 minutes. A little bit of spray. So, right, before I do makeup, use moisturiser. It's the most important thing. And this one's flipped upside down. It's the most important thing to do before you put makeup on, because you need not so much what foundation you wear, it's what is underneath. So, ignore my horrible tan as well. So all over. Foundation. A bit in my hair, but I'll sort that out after. Right, I've done my eyes earlier, did my makeup earlier, and I put a little bit of, where is it? Paw lip balm on, just to make sure my lips are nice and soft before I go anywhere. When I'm going out, I do my eyes first. So I have a P. Louise base, and what I usually do is put that on, pat it on. But before I do that, I sculpt up my eyebrows. So you just kind of have to bear with me because I've lost a lot of makeup in Ireland and I'm struggling to find where everything is. So this is just going to be a bit of a ski whiff video, but it's the only time I don't wear makeup very often. So as I'm going out today, I thought I would just show you briefly what I do. That's my eyebrows. Just gonna sort them out. I'll have to fast forward this because I'm never going to find everything. Right, so I've got a sculpting brush. None of my brushes are clean because they're only going on my face, so it doesn't matter. So I've got a sculpting brush and P. Louise, and that's going to be my eye primer. Let me just move this in, hang on. Move this chair forward because the dressing table is so unorganised. Right, okay. And I've got a little mirror here as well so that I can see what I'm actually doing. So first things first, I like to do my eyebrows before I carve them out. So I've got this stuff, Pretty Brow. So my eyebrows are a bit of a mess. I have not done them. I did not do them last night, so I'm just gonna have to wing it today. Just give them a bit of a brush. Hang on, I've got a straggler there. Oh, that's gonna annoy me all day. I've got tweezers. Yeah, I've got tweezers, so I'm just gonna like pluck that one out. It's getting on my nose. My eyebrows are curly. I don't know why, because the hair on my head isn't curly, and no one else. My eyelashes don't even curl. Right, so my eyebrows. And I've got a huge spot on my face because the tan I put on last night has made it 10 times worse. It doesn't help today that I don't know what I'm wearing. I don't know what makeup look I'm going for. I'm just making it up as I go along. Didn't know how my hair was going to be. So it literally is just winging it today. I've got to concentrate on my eyebrows because I'm not very good at doing eyebrows. I've never been good at doing eyebrows. And when you've got bad eyebrows like me, you have to... So I'm just like filling them in a little bit because they are a bit sparse and they're well untidy. I don't usually spend a lot of time on my makeup, if I'm honest. But when I'm going out, I do a little bit more. Like I say, everyone's been asking me to do a tutorial on my makeup in Ireland. So I'm going to go something like that. If I can find everything, but I can't find my lashes. The lashes I was wearing. Got similar, but it'll be something like that. Just like a nice, because we're going to make cocktails, and I don't know what else to do. I don't really know much about the plans. I just know that I'm going out for 12. It's going to be a day session. My friend Vicky's getting married. Right, so I'll probably look more into the camera when so you can see they're a bit more filled in. Nothing fancy, like I was saying. I am winging it today. And my hair's gone darker as well. So this is dark brown. So it looks, you know, because don't get black. Everyone thinks that their hair's black, but it's not. It's always dark brown. Unless you obviously dye your hair black, but I'm gonna be picking with my hair the whole time because it's not gonna do me. It's gonna get on my nerves. Right. So now I'm going to use the P. Louise to carve out my. Hang on, what colour is this actually? This is number 2. Yeah, number 2. I like number 2. It's my favourite one. If I'm pale, which I normally am, which I haven't got this stupid tan on, I usually have 0.5 or 1, but 2, even if you've got tan, it's nice, just brings out your eyeshadow. So, it's better than concealer, it's better than any eye base I've ever used. Nothing quite compares to it. So put it on the back of your hand, let it warm up and emulsify on your skin. You need a carving brush, which is, I mean, this is a new cheap one. It's called a cream shader, but you can use any like little flat brush you want. It makes no odds as long as it's flat and you're happy with it. Right, so I'm gonna have to use a mirror for this one. So what I'm doing is, can you see? I'm literally carving out, because you want to go right up to your eyebrow, because that's where you want your shadow. So I've just carved up my eyebrow, and then with the rest you literally pat 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 pat. You do not rub this in, you do not blend it in, you do not blend it with a brush, you pat, because what happens is your eyeshadow goes on the base while it's still wet, and it's your eyeshadow that sets the base, and it will not move all day. So I go, some people do full across, I just tend to do the top. I like a normal concealer underneath, but it's up to you. Do it underneath if you like. I know they do on P. Louise, they go right down to their cheeks, but this is enough for me. So just patting it in, and I'll probably, because I've got super hooded eyes and creasy eyes, I'll probably have to give this another pat before I start applying my eyeshadow. So literally just keep patting it in, blend it in until it looks, you've got like a complete blank canvas to work on. And trust me, it will not move all day. So I'm going to move on to the other eye. Oh god, mine and holding knickers are already cut me in. Right, okay, so other eyebrow. There's always one that doesn't go right, so I'm guessing it's going to be this one, because that one went alright. There we are, not too bad. Don't be worried if you go slower than me doing this. I've been doing my makeup for years, so you know, don't be panicking. When I first started carving my eyebrows, it used to take me hours. But just make sure you haven't got, like, because I've got a bit of a harsh line there now. So what you want to do is just, I've got really shaky hands. This is one of the reasons I gave up beauty, because I've got shaky hands. Just feather it out a little bit. You can always go back in with your eyebrow stuff if you go over, so don't worry if you go over. Right, so a bit more pat 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 pat. I usually go into the inner corner of my eye because that's where I take all the eyeshadow. Keep patting, 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 patting. Now I go above my eyebrows as well because I'm very clumsy when it comes to putting my makeup on. So I tend to just cover my eyebrows as well. so that when I go close with a makeup brush after, I don't have to get too close. So I cut the whole eyebrow where I want it, where I want my eyebrows to be seen. I'm just thinking about how unorganized this video is going to be, because like since I come back from Ireland, my makeup's just everywhere, and we lost some in Ireland as well. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. I have got other stuff, but when I go out, there's products that you just go to all the time, and I know these products work, and I know see, I knew one eyebrow don't go wrong. And I know my makeup's not going to move all day, and I don't have to take any makeup out with me to touch up or anything like that. So I have just gone, feather that out a bit. I have just gone over my eyebrows. They're a bit, I know everyone does these brushed up eyebrows, but I don't like them. I just really don't like them, sorry. They don't suit me, and I don't think they suit anyone, to be honest. Sorry to anyone with brushed up eyebrows that I've offended. If you like them, rock them, but I don't like them. Right, and I'm getting my age as well. I'm too old to keep up with fashions. I just need to do what suits me, and that's it. You should stop following eyebrow trends when you get to about 30, 31, 32. I say that because I would have said 30, but then when I was 30, I really got into makeup in a big way. So, right, so it should look something like that. So I've got a nice blank canvas. What I'm going to do is take a clean brush and literally just feather that out, because you don't want it to be like a big white mark across your forehead. And when I put my foundation on after, that's just going to blend in anyway. So just feather it in, and my foundation is going to cover that. I need to get my tweezers back out because I got another stray hair. I don't know why I just didn't do my eyebrows last night. I haven't done them for like 2 weeks, so they are going to be pretty bad. And I haven't blended this one in either. Oh God. I feel like I'm in work and my boss is standing over my shoulder. You know when you do that when you're in work and you're trying to type and you just can't type because somebody's watching you? I feel like that. I'm doing things wrong. So like I said, I would have to go pat, 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 pat again. Just with what's left of my hand. Just warmed it up nicely. Pat, 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 pat. And then I'll show you what to do next. But always keep wipes handy because everything goes in the back of your hand. So baby wipes. These are Aldi ones. I usually like Huggies, but it was an Aldi and I needed some wipes, so they're nice. They're just as nice. I don't need to get the crap off your hands anyway. So yeah, pat, 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 pat. I don't even know what eyeshadows I'm going to use today. I don't even know. In Ireland, I just took my Natasha Denona ones, which were these little ones. That was the one I used in Ireland, but coming going out today, I want to put some more colours on. So I'm probably going to use my favourite palette. I've got loads of these I haven't even opened yet because I can't stop using this one. I've got the new wedding palette. I've got the new multicoloured palette that is still in the wrapping because I just can't get enough of this one. So, and it is so nice for everything, going out, day makeup. I just use it all the time. I'll show you how much I love it. I've got on my I've got on my bobby pins stuck to it. Up here you can have them. So that is the palette. You can see it is well loved. You can see it's well loved, and it is. I love it. Right, so pat, 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 pat again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small brush because I've got hooded eyes. I'm going to start with a small brush, just a small brush, and I'm going to create a fake hood. An airplane or something going over. I'm going to create a fake hood. Oops. So what I want, because I've only got small eyes, I want to make that hood above my eye crease. So what you'll see now is Bear in mind, this has not set. I've not set this with any powder at all. So I'm going to go with like a transition shade. I'm going to go for, oh God, because I don't know what I'm wearing. It's hard. When you know what you're wearing, you can go for like grey or black or, you know, them kind of shades. But I don't want to do brown and then end up wearing like black dress. I'm going to go for like a neutral. It's called Front Page. It's like a grey brown mix. So start pretty high up, higher than your actual eye socket is. And as you can see, just little circular motions, because you don't want to take that base off because it's still wet. So just all that's happening is you're creating a bigger eye socket. And you just want a little, I know in P. Louise they do little movements and they use the darkest colour first, but I am old fashioned and I like this way, so it works for me, so I'm going to do this way. So as you can see, I am just outlining a fake eye socket, a bigger eye socket. I'm opening my eye up. That one's a bit different. Don't worry, because I can correct it after. Do you know what? I don't even know what black eyeliner is. I don't even know where it is. I don't know if it came back from Ireland. I've got another one I can use, but I don't know if I trust it. I haven't used it yet, so. Oh, Christ. I'll worry about that when I come to it. I'm panicking ahead of time. I've got a new one. I've got a new Inglot one, so I'll use that. Be alright. Praise the Lord above that it just lasts all day. Right, so I'm going to go in with more. I've gone in with like a general grey colour, so I'm going to go a bit lighter, and this is called the Tea. And then I'm just going to go right up to my eyebrows, because that will be the lightest part of my eye today, and obviously the crease. But I just want to gently set that powder, so that powder is not going to smear, it's not going to smudge, it's just going to stay there all day. And as you can see, my eyelids are already starting to crease, but when you put the powder on, that will not happen. So just pat it out, pat it out. What you can do if you want to, I usually skip a few steps. I get a bigger brush like this, and I go in with a white, I mix Rumour and Drama together, and I just set, pat, 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 just set the crease, because mine do crease quite heavy. You do get a better outcome if you go in straight with what colour you're using, but we're against the clock here now. I've got to be ready by 12. This is probably the earliest I've been up all week. We're doing makeup anyway. So I've got that transition shade, just faintly. So now I need to know where I'm going with my. I'm going to try and put my mirror under here, or you can still see me, that's fine. So I'm going to try go in with a darker colour now. So I'm going to go for Leaked. This is like dark, so this is where you'll start to see things happening. So just on that line, you don't want to put too much on your brush, but it doesn't matter at this time because you haven't done your foundation. So just go above your socket and little circular motions. Keep blending as you're going. Keep blending. That's the most important thing. Don't just. And P. Louise says we don't have windscreen wiper eyes, but I've just been doing that. So I'm just leaving this bit open. I'm just going down with my brown, just pulling it down, because what I'm going to do when I contour my nose after, I'm just going to put brown powder down there. I've only recently started contouring my nose because since I've lost a little bit of weight, I've always had a big nose, but when my face was big, it didn't look big. So I've had to start contouring it now because my face is getting smaller, my nose is looking bigger. Ignore me having coffee. Right. So going in with this darker shade, Leaked, and I'm just building it up nicely. I just don't want to go too fast because taking it right out because I'm making my eyes look bigger. I used to do makeup professionally years ago, but I'm not an expert anymore, and makeup trends and stuff have changed, so this is just what works for me. I think all restrictions are lifted with masks, but I did do mask proof makeup once. I did a live on mask proof makeup, and I used these products for it because it just does not move, no matter what you do. And I tend to sweat a lot when I go out because medication I'm on makes me sweat. I have to take painkillers all the time and propanolol and a few things like that, and they make me sweat. So I'll be pouring my sweat at some point in the day, but the makeup it'll just sweat through the makeup. So, and I'll probably have to top up my painkillers today because I am wearing, I think I'm gonna wear heels. For the first time since Christmas do, and the Christmas do I sat down all night, so I'm gonna be walking around today, so I'm gonna think carefully. I've got some really nice irregular choice flats, and I've got some really nice cute chunky trainers, but I don't put trainers on and then not be able to get in the bar because it's posh, but I'll make them look posh. I've got a really nice pair of Naked Wolf trainers. I might wear them. Depends what I'm wearing. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just preparing. I've taken two painkillers because I don't know what it is, but about the posture when I get ready. Whenever I'm getting ready, I don't know whether it's the anxiety, even though I'm not an anxious person like about going out with friends or anything like that, but I always get a headache. I don't know why. I think it's the posture. It must be the posture. The reason I've got a scruffy hoodie on is because my stepson's downstairs, and normally I would just be here with a towel, but I don't want him to walk up and see me like this. Or, you know, undressed. Right. Okay, so I'm going to start darkening this now. I'm just thinking of a more accurate brush, so to cut my line out, and I'm going to go for a darker shade called Recognition of Problematic, because that's what I usually am. Now, I'm literally just, this brush is a little, oh my god, look at my hands. Look at my hands. Bought nails as well. What the hell? Everything's gone wrong so far. But that's okay, because when things go wrong, you have the best night. It's when everything goes right. You're sitting there, you've got your hair done nice, your makeup done nice, you're sitting there and you're twiddling your thumbs bored. I remember going out once and I dyed my hair just went out and I had a big black spot on my head. It's the best night. So I'm just cutting my crease a bit more. You can see I'm not blending it out at the minute. I'm just literally just trying to get that shape in there. I'm not going to worry too much about the perfect crease because I'm going to wear big lashes, so I'm going to go slightly darker. I'm literally just patting this on, so I'm making like a line. I never usually talk doing my makeup either, so it's weird for me. Unless I'm talking to somebody, like the kids. They usually stay out of the way when I do my makeup because they get bored easily. So, as you can see, I have got a completely new eye socket. And I don't think I'm going to cut it any harsher. Normally, I would cut out that crease perfectly, but I'm just going to take the brush that I did my carving with, and I'm just going to literally just tap it. Just rub it over, just make sure it's nice and any too uneven lines, I'm just wiping it away. So I'm going to give another pat because I have got that rumour on. But what I'm going to do now is get a white brush, clean brush, white. I'm going to sculpt out that base. This is quite a nice style because it goes with everything. So yeah, you can see. I might take that darker if needs be, but I'm going to make the other one darker now. It normally takes me about, I've been on for 25 minutes. I'll be ready and out the door by now. I don't do this every day. In fact, I don't do this very often at all. Like, I went out the other night and I didn't go to this extent. I just put a bit of makeup on, a bit of foundation. Oh yeah, eyelashes. I use too much glue and get it stuck all over my eyelashes, and it just ruins my eyelashes. Right, okay, so I need a bit of a blend. I've always got like brushes in my hand because I just keep swapping. It's like, you know, when you see an artist and they've got like paintbrushes in their mouth, I end up doing that because it's like, that's what you do when you paint your face, aren't you? Painting a masterpiece. Probably listening to me downstairs thinking, what a knobhead. So this is for people who have got, it sounds horrible now because I'm not young by any means, but if you are a more mature lady, I'm maturing now, I'm 37 this year, and I've got my wrinkles. I haven't had any Botox yet, but I am booked in, but this is not good for wrinkly eyes because it just, like you can see, mine's creasing. But if you're a mature lady and you're going with big party lashes and stuff like that, you just gotta look a bit mutton and lamb. So this is for under 40s, I would say, under 40s, unless you're lucky enough, if you go into your 40s and you haven't got any wrinkles, then go for it, fine. But my lovely mum, I wouldn't do this on her. I would do a more subtle version of this. That's coffee gone. And I've noticed I've got that King of Everything. Andrew fooling himself, that was. King of Everything. Right, so I have got these two like new looking eyebrows, big eye sockets, and I'm just gonna, hang on, I'm gonna need to tidy that one up. There's my Picasso brush. I'm just gonna widen that socket. Pat, 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 pat. It doesn't really matter that my eyes are creasing because they're gonna crease anyway. I think I need to warm them up. Now I've got the base on, I think I need to warm them up. I think they look a bit too harsh. So I'm gonna go in with a browner, neutral colour just to fan them out a bit. I'm gonna go with Trending, which is like a pinky brown. And I'm gonna, just on top of it, if you can just see that warms it up a little bit. Because the colour browns I've used are quite earthy grey browns, and I don't know if I want to go earthy grey. I want to go a bit warmer. So now again, newsflash, there we go. Try and leave a bit of a line between your eyebrow if you can, but if you can't, just want it. Not the end of the world. Right, newsflash. I usually, if I haven't got much space between my eyebrows, I'll usually just get like a tiny little highlighter and I highlight them, but can't be bothered doing that today. Oh. Right, yeah, that'll do. That'll ding dang do. Right, okay, so what I want to do now with this one as well, I just want to brighten up that inner corner of my eye. I like a nice bright eye, so you're drawn to the centre of my face. White I'm going for mixed with rumour, but then drama, because drama problematic. Oh god, just describing. Right, I'm gonna have to turn the camera off for a minute because I'm gonna have to look for my eyeliner because I can't be doing with this. Right, I'll come back in a minute.